How's it going? And today I'm going to be going over all of the shortcuts in the Wave 1 DLC from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So we got these tracks about a week ago now, and in this video I won't be going over the 200cc shortcuts because 200cc is just a whole different thing. Like, there's a ton of extra stuff in that, and there's a lot of shroomless shortcuts, but for this one I'm going to be racing in 150cc, and I'm sure most of these you can do on all the other lower cc's as well as 200cc as well probably. But yeah, I'll be going through all the tracks in order, starting with Paris Promenade and showing you like the main big shortcuts in each one. So yeah, hopefully this helps you race better online and get good times on the time trials. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like to help me out, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Also, my Twitch link will be in the description as I'm going to be streaming this game a lot, so come check it out. And anyway, let's get into the video. So yeah, the first track in Wave 1 is Paris Promenade. So the main shortcut is right near the start of the course, and you go through the middle section with a mushroom, which allows you to blast through these cardboard cutouts of piranha plants, and you cut off a huge section as you don't have to go all the way around the outside of this area. And you can use this in lap 1 and lap 2, but you will need a mushroom. And then another area you can do a shortcut, which I don't actually know is shorter or not. It might just be a different route, so we'll have to do some testing. But if you take a left before the Eiffel Tower, you don't even need a mushroom for this trick. You can just drive to the left and there's a different route you can take. It might be quicker, but I'm not sure at the moment. Someone's gonna have to find it out. But yeah, those are the main shortcuts in Paris Promenade. There's really not that much in this track, but we'll move on to Toad Circuit now. So in Toad Circuit, there's some corners where you can cut grass off with a mushroom, and these aren't the main shortcuts, but they could help you out in certain situations if you have a mushroom on you. But then the main one is using a mushroom to get to the ramp, which cuts a corner off, and you can do a trick off the ramp to get some boost, which is a really good shortcut. And then right at the end of the lap, you can also use a mushroom to boost in between the pipes and do a big corner shortcut. So they're the ones for Toad Circuit. Now we're moving on to Choco Mountain, which doesn't have too many shortcuts, but there's a little corner you can cut off if you use a mushroom to boost over in the cave, and then there's another muddy area at the end of the course where you can use a mushroom to cut a bit of the track off. Next track is Coconut Mall, and at the beginning of the track you can actually cut through the shops by taking a right as you enter the mall, but you need to use a mushroom for this trick as well. And I like this one because it actually takes you to like a different area. It's not just cutting off a tiny bit of a corner. And then as you exit the mall, if you go to the top section where there's a glider, you can actually cut off the corner of the parking lot by gliding over it. I had to use a mushroom here, but I feel like you could do it without a mushroom, especially on 200cc. Now we're on to the second cup of this Wave 1 DLC, and we're starting with Tokyo Blur, which is a track from Mario Kart Tour, and each lap is different. So there's basically a shortcut where you can use a mushroom to get across the grass where there's a ramp, and you can do a trick off of the ramp, and you can do this for the first 2 laps, but not for the third one, as you take a completely different path in the third one, which is pretty interesting, and there wasn't really a shortcut for that path. So yeah, you can only use this in the first 2 laps. Now we've got Shroom Ridge to do, and you can boost across the grass just before you enter the tunnel, which allows you to get to the gliding ramp thing, and this actually cuts off a massive part of the track, which is always great for getting first place. And then nearer the end, you can boost off the edge of the track, which sounds like a bad idea, but there's actually air that blows you back up, and you can also trick off of it to get an extra boost when you land. Okay, the next track is Sky Garden, and you can trick over the leaves, which I can't tell is actually quicker or not. It feels kind of weird. It slows you down, but you do also cut a corner and get a boost after doing a trick, so it might be a shortcut. Feels like it should be because you have to kind of go out your way, but it just feels really sluggish even if it is a shortcut. So yeah, someone let me know if it's quicker or not. Do they use this in the record time trial? I don't know. And then you can also do a tiny little shortcut if you use a mushroom over this little bit of grass after bouncing off of the big mushroom. I don't really know how useful that one is, but I guess it does cut off a bit of the corner. And then near the end of the track, you can use a mushroom to go under the beanstalks across the cloud, which cuts off a big chunk of the track. And I also saw a crazy 200cc shortcut where you can jump all the way to the end of the lap without using a glider, but I couldn't actually replicate it myself, and it turns out it's not even quicker. Like, the person found out this doesn't even help you get a faster time than using the glider ramp, but it just looks super cool, so I thought I'd mention that. And now we're on to the final track of this wave, and that is Ninja Hideaway, which is probably my favorite track of this whole DLC because it has just so many cool routes you can take, which can kind of be confusing. But I'm not going to be going over like which route is fastest, as I want to do kind of tests on that first, but these are like actual proper shortcuts you can do. So there's a small shortcut at the start of the track where you can jump across the pond, but I kept messing it up. I think it might be best to use no mushroom on this shortcut because every time I used a mushroom I boosted off of the track, so maybe don't use a mushroom. And then there's a really big shortcut if you take the downstairs route after this section and then boost left through the cardboard cutout piranha plants, and there's actually a big corner that this cuts off, as it takes you to a ramp that lets you glide earlier. There's also a little shortcut if you cut off the final corner of the high section at the end where you use the air boost to trick off of, but I found it kind of hard to control, so it may not be worth it, as you would sometimes like land in the wrong direction after this. This one seems more of a tricky trick to pull off. I've also seen a massive 200cc skip where you can fly past a huge bit of the tracks at the end, but I didn't try it myself as I'm just doing 100cc in this video. But yeah, I'll try and do that trick someday in a future video. That'll be really fun. But those are all the shortcuts, like the main ones I could find in all of these tracks, and hopefully this helps you out online or getting better times in time trials. Maybe I shouldn't have made this video. I might lose every race now if everyone's doing some crazy shortcuts. I also hope this was fun to watch if any of you didn't actually care about getting better times. And yeah, leave a like if it helped you out, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm going to be doing a ton of other content soon, so have notifications on if you want to be early to those videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go check out my Twitch as I'm going to be doing lots of lives at the moment, and I also just got a new computer which I haven't set up yet. I have to wait till I go home in a week, which isn't actually that long, and then I'll be on my new computer so I can edit videos better. It'll be much faster as mine can barely load any videos on Premiere Pro, so my editing's like really hard to do at the moment. It should speed up my videos. I'll get a lot more good content out for you guys, so I hope you look forward to that, and I'll see you in those videos soon. Anyway, goodbye.